Hello, replay watchers. You are who is with me right now. If you do not see a red live box up in this corner, then this is a replay and you have missed me. But that's okay because it's always an interesting time hanging out with me. So give me just a moment. I shall be right with you. Hi, Carol. Hello, Enchanting Love. Hi, Lizzie McLeod. Hi, Luke. Hi, Stella. Hello, friends. Give me just a moment here. Oh. All these technicals take time. No matter how fluid I am at it, it just takes steps, you know? Hi, Sissy. Hi, Tiffany Tisdale. How you doing, Tiffany? You always bring the music in with me when I see your name. So just a moment now. I'm almost with you. How's everyone doing today? Happy Saturday or whatever day it is for you. And here I am. I think I'm here. And it looks like I'm glitching, but it could be my phone because my service has not been great. Hi, Michelle Scott. Am I frozen? You guys, please let me know. Hi, Kiss KG on YouTube. Good to see you. Hi, Judy Nails on Facebook. Hello, honey. So this is very weird. I'm going to refresh this because for whatever reason, I was frozen. No, it seems like it's going fine now. Fine for you, but not for me. How weird is that, right? Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. So we better get this party started right, guys, okay? Because I'm going to take a nap. Thank you. And you know this is an 18 and over broadcast because I cuss and I vape and sometimes we talk about sensitive things, okay? Hi, yes, here I am. I should just tell everyone. What do you think? At followers. Hey guys, I'm live. How's it going today? I'm going to be doing some free readings as drawn by spirit. Hello, Miss Beddingfield. You're late. Just kidding. So glad to have you joining, sweetheart. So excited to be sitting with everyone today. It has been such a lovely day. I don't know about you, but I was able to you're not here. I don't know what you're talking about. I was able to go live earlier in the private group Hands of the Angels, and boy, the energies were so fantastic. It was such a phenomenal experience, and I'm truly grateful for that. And I know that some of you guys attended, and I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for showing up to support me and for hanging around the group because it really is an awesome group. So thank you, thank you. Yay, Carol gets to see her grandbabies tomorrow. I'm so happy for you. You're finally feeling well enough. You've got the clear from everything medically that you can see those babies, and that is fantastic. That warms my heart for you, Carol. And Carol, I thank you for your donation. I will read for you first, but I will be doing free readings as drawn by spirit, guys. So Carol, if you have a specific request, please put that in from me, okay? And I do want to let all of you guys know that I'm a regular real person just like anybody else, okay? But I am aligned with love and light and God, and I am here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys. So thank you for allowing me to be of service in this way for you. I do offer my services in this capacity several times a week. I'm on here on my own page 3 times a week. I'm in the psychic community team on Wednesdays, Fridays, and who knows where else you can find me. But if you wanted to connect with me on a private level, I offer one-on-one private sessions via Zoom or even telephone call. If you're Zoom shy, I totally get it. I do offer these private sessions, and I do offer a digital recorded video copy of your session to watch the replay again and again. Even with a telephone call, I record myself on speakerphone with you, and I show you your cards as I explain them to you on the call so that you can go back later and watch how it unfolded from the other perspective as well, additionally. So if you're not able to meet personally in a private session, you don't want an appointment, but you do want a personal private message, I do have tarot videos for order. You pick your spread. A spread is what questions the cards ask. Okay, so the spread is like the cards are going to tap into these different questions or areas of your life, and how the card lays is how I read it and give it to you. So the spread you choose will paint whatever picture or story that you're inquiring about, and I do those privately here, and I send it discreetly to your email. So no one else sees it, no one else knows about it, and you don't have to meet with me. You just have to keep an eye on your email, because I do I extend a 3-day window, a 72-hour window, to make sure that I can get your video, personal and private, completed with spirit and to you. So if you're interested in connecting with me in any capacity, my links are in your description box. I will not reach out to you. Scammers will do that all day long, because that is how they attempt to, scam people out of their money. Okay. But a true, legitimate spiritual practitioner, it does not reach out to random strangers. Okay. If you should witness your reader, you should see what they do. And if that reader is me, my links are in your description box. You should be the one to make the first move. Okay. HeidiCorona.shop. That's my link if you wanted to connect with me. I won't reach out to you. I am offering free readings as drawn by spirit today. So I'm starting with Carol, because Carol did send in a donation, and I do appreciate that, because I don't have another job. This is what I do. So when you send in a donation, I would like to honor the equal energetic exchange and give you a reading right here on the broadcast. So thank you, Carol. Relationship. Finally tested negative for COVID. It was a long road. Plus the stomach virus on top of it was crazy how sick I was. Worst part for me was not getting to see my 2 granddaughters. You poor thing. I get it. That stinks. And hello, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will be jumping around and doing some readings. I'm jumping in with Carol first. Hi, Lorraine. Good to see you. Jones fam. Good to see you. Danielle. Good to see you. So, Carol, I'm going to connect in with you now. I do have some links in the description box, sweetheart. My donation, I'll drop them into the chat here, but I also have links in the description box as to where I accept donations. And I appreciate that. It's not required. I will read for free as drawn by spirit. So it's not required, and spirit eventually draws me to everyone. I tell you, keep coming back, please. Even if you don't have $1 to send or a star to send, that does not mean that you will not receive a message from me. And I give everyone the time and attention that spirit directs me to give. So don't think that just because you don't have money doesn't mean you're not going to get a very good message from me potentially. Okay. So that's not how it works. Spirit usually draws me, but I honor the energetic exchange when people send in donations. Thank you. I'm not charging for readings, sweetheart. Carol. People just seem to send in any amount that's on their heart. Huh. Okay. And those amounts can range from $5 to $50. So, I mean, it's I don't require any amount, but I do honor your donation, and I thank you, because it is how I pay my bills and put food on my table and all the things. So thank you, guys. All right. Hi, Catherine, Gina O'Donnell. Good to see you, darling. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. And if you received some kind of a reading from me at any point and you're able to leave me a review right here on my page, I have over 130 5-star reviews across the board, because this stuff matters to me, man. And people read that, and it does help me to remain relevant as a credible professional psychic medium. Look at this on the bottom, Carol. So thank you for leaving me a review, and thank you for sending the stars. That does help. Yes, I have to eat too, girl. Thank you so much. So let's go here now. Carol, I'm still reading for you on your relationship. I'm grabbing some cards right now. Okay. Need to know, need to do. Whew, okay. So, Carol, I got you a whole bunch of cards. We'll see what they all say now. Your energy, empowering vibes. So I'm loving this. You're quite self-contained and you have your own beautiful vibrational frequency. Okay, so look, listen. The spirit wants me to read it for you, Carol. Your energies. Life can put us through trials and tribulations that could potentially diminish our quality of character and affect how we interact with the world. You have done much of the inner work and have not let life struggles change you. You have stared your challenges in the face and shouldered your way into empowering vibes. A true leader wants everyone to excel and shows them that it is possible. You are a naturally uplifting person who guides others toward their own self improvement. Your success empowers others to do the same. Keep shining. Carol, Carol, that is what your current energy is. Love this, love this, love this, love this, especially since you're on the upswing now. You're feeling a little bit better. You're moving into being able to visit with your grands and all these things. But as far as the relationship, Major Arcana 11, the Justice, what is in between the two of you at this time, okay? And we know that this might represent what is going on in that whole respect, which is exactly what you need: fairness, balance, equality, justice to be served, if you will, the patterns to shift in your favor. That is what I see. Positive outcome here. Now, on his end, right now, he has appearances that he is upholding. Okay. And this literally says true happiness cannot be bought. The illusion of happiness is apparent in this situation. Okay. So that shows me that in the current state, as things sit, he's holding up appearances, holding up facade. He is not, the quality of emotional depth does not run deep beneath the surface. And we know this. Yeah. OMG, the justice every freaking time, because it is what needs to happen. And it is like going to happen, is what I want to say. Justice isn't up in the air. It's not, flimsy. This is unavoidable. Okay. Unavoidable. Now, I went ahead and got another card here just to kind of clarify, and it's Major Arcana card number 0, the Fool. So I'm like, heck yes, this is jumping into a new pattern, not the same old patterns that you've been dealing with in this connection. That means someone is really growing and maturing and handling their stuff so that you guys can dive off into this new direction together. This is a brand new pattern. I love the Fool. I love the Fool. So I'm like, okay, what does Carol need to do? And what does Carol need to know? All right, let's see what it is. Do and know. Wow. So, Carol, you've got two cards as to what you should do, and these are both Major Arcana cards, okay? No worries on a typo. I see that, guys. No big deal. I love you. I love you. I know it's no big deal. No big deal there. Now, Carol, number 21, the world, okay? So this is something new, out of your comfort zone, out of what you've known before. It's funny because the world is the very last in the Major Arcana card, okay? And the Fool is the very first. Okay, so after the world is when the Fool begins again. Okay, because you've already completed all the other facets of the Major Arcana by the time you reach the world. And this whole scenario feels very played out. So, what does Carol need to know? What does she need to do? This is do. Recognize your experience, your wisdom, your maturity, and your willingness and realistic expectations to take things into a new state of being. Okay, because truly this person is in alignment with the divine, has healthy boundaries there, but just outside of her comfort zone, there's all these different shapes beckoning to her. And she's like, ooh, what's that? What's that? She's at a place of empowerment that can decide to reach into brand new, greater heights. Okay, that's what I want to say is before, maybe it was just I couldn't quite get there, I couldn't reach for that, I couldn't even wrap my head around wanting that in my life. But now it's like plucking an apple from a tree. It's just right there, it's just right there. So what do you need to do? Be willing to step outside of your comfort zone and do something big for you in a real major way when it presents itself. Now this here, wow, major arcana card number 5, the Hierophant. Okay, so both of these fell together. What does Carol need to do? Step out of her comfort zone, realize that she has it all figured out, she has it all together, and she decides the direction that her life goes, even if it's something, new to her. She get to decide if that's what she wants to involve herself with. And the Hierophant is about, can be marriage. I'll just say that. Can be like, oh, Carol's just gonna wham bam go get married or something. Who knows? Whatever. Being willing to take that leap at the drop of a hat if it was suggested to you. Just play and fantasize with that scenario, Carol, to help manifest that into your reality. Unless that gives you the heebie-jeebies, in which case that's something to work through. That may be why things are like this yet and not quite like this yet. Okay, so marriage or spiritual evolution, looking toward the divine for the enlightened steps to grow and expand in your life, right? This dude is walking that path alone. He's found the will and the way, walking in that inner knowing in alignment with whatever it is, even if you don't know what it holds, what it looks like, what the outcome will be, but trusting that you wouldn't feel so strongly about taking that path if it was not leading you to the right place. Yes, your dream is about a wedding, girl. You better believe. I want you to fantasize about that in your waking moments. Your subconscious has already planted those seeds. Allow your waking mind to anchor it into your daytime as well. Okay, even if it's not quite out pictured in the tangible yet, it will be. So, what do you need to know here? Four of Cups. What do you need to know? Hi, Monica Reyes. Good to see you, honey. Hi, Cassie Bell. Hey, girl. Hi, Lillian. Good to see you guys popping in here. So, Carol, what do you need to know here with this card? Yes. Four of Cups is about sitting in dissatisfying circumstances and how that can really bring you down and bring you more of the same tomorrow. Because if our life looks kind of like boring or dull or drab or distasteful to us in some areas, then the way we feel about it, the way we see it, is what we believe to be true. And it's really hard to shake the pattern to get us out of that kind of stagnant, sticky feeling. So Spirit is wanting you to say, what do you need to know? Is to recognize when you're feeling the blahs, or when you could add a little bit more excitement into your day, into your life, into your schedule, even before any of this comes to pass. That could be some of this doing new things that could shake up the typical norm for you. Because look at this. She's facing in that direction and can only see the normal stuff here and does not see this beautiful rainbow being offered to her. Hey, look at this, look at this. And she misses it. So what do you need to know? You are missing some of the beauty that is available to you right here and now at your fingertips, but maybe you're not listening or stretching in just the right areas. Maybe your focus is slightly narrow so that, you're not quite seeing that other stuff that could potentially add to the value of your life, the quality of your day, the way that you feel. And that always brings you into closer alignment with your desired manifestations. Higher vibration is the way to achieve your manifestation. Okay, because what you desire, your manifestation, is high vibe. When you receive that, you're excited, right? So create that excitement now to draw you in like a fishing rod. Okay, just like that. That's what I have for you, Carol. Thank you for letting me connect for you, darling. I'm gonna disconnect. Please forgive my cough. Absolutely. You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. You guys are awesome. Look at it. Look at this. Oh, yes. Tina Stellhorn. Thank you for showing up earlier too in the hands of the angels. I saw you on the replay there, and thank you. I would love to read for you, Tina. I would love a reading. Driving to my dad's funeral next month. A lot of energy around that. Yes, Tina. Oh, Tina. All right. So Tina, I'm just going to connect in with your energy. And I was already linking in as I was reading your question there. And I can feel like kind of a block of ice in my heart center here. And I feel like the ice was present before dad passed away, if you will. Okay. So that's okay. I can understand a lot of energy around this, okay? And right now some of this energy is frozen in time, okay? Because there is a lot of energy and some of it just is it's not ready to thaw out and be explored or expressed yet. And I just want to say that that's okay. That's healthy. That's self-care when you don't unpack more than you can chew or digest, if you will. Okay, but as time moves forward and the grief subsides more and more, as it seems to do over time, no matter how we move through life, right? It just happens. Somehow the grief seems to just get a little easier over time and doesn't seem as quite overwhelming, right? Well, Tina, I feel like, when it's a little safer, in the future, some of those things will thaw, and that will be the divine timing. So please don't hold anything against your heart. I feel like, yeah, I definitely, okay. So I want to say, I feel like maybe dad had a heart attack or heart condition, something like this in life. However, I want to say that I'm not grieving enough, or the energy is with your siblings. Okay, okay. Okay. Hey, wherever that block of ice is at, you just take that where it resonates, darling. Everybody don't need to know all the business. But I want to say to you that even if you holding it together and that block of ice is frozen right now, that's okay. Because sometimes you gotta, that's what you do. That's what you gotta do to make it through whatever is ahead of you, right? And you said you're gonna be traveling, which is funny. I put all the cards away and this car is right here in the front. So you're going to be traveling. Wow. And that actually does kind of speak to me, okay, about the appearance of I'm okay, or the appearance of I'm not quite as angry as I'm letting on because of the circumstances. And I don't feel this is a can of worms that I should need to open right now. Maybe it's not the right time. Maybe it's not the right place. Maybe never. Who knows? But I want to say something about feeling those feel or uh, feeling guilty about not reacting in a typical way. Oh my gosh. Wow. Tina, was your dad a quite a straightforward man? Like would talk quite blatantly and openly about things? I'm going to go ahead and get a talking to heaven card in my hands here. Wow. Listen, I don't want to offend you at all, but I asked that because I feel like dad is I, okay. Yes, he did have heart problems, just not sure how they are going to be. They have not talked to me. I'm concerned they are going to explode. Oh, you sweetheart. I must say the reason I asked if dad was a straightforward talker or some such thing, my dad didn't say a lot, but then would have anger. Yeah, he's referencing like a pain in the butt, okay, or a kick in the pants, one or the other, okay, one or the other. There is what he's giving me. That's why I'm like, is that something that he would say? Because Tina, I don't feel like you would say any such thing. But what do I know? What do I know? So, Dad, what card do you have for her? It's this one. See it? This is your card. I'm going to put it there. Huh. Interesting, Tina. I have become one of your guides. Now that I've had time to process and learn from my earthly experience, I'm working through my remaining life purpose by helping you with your life purpose. Yes, he would say that, but is he saying that about me? Hmm. I'll find out. I don't feel like it's a malicious thing. Let me see. I feel like it's a little pain in the butt. It could be a fond a fond kind of thing. I don't feel like it's about you in a malicious way. In fact, it could even be about your siblings. You know what I mean? They're a pain in the butt. Someone's a pain in the butt, potentially kicking you in the pants to get you moving somehow. I also feel that too. Let me go ahead and read this because he knows what the book says, and I'm going to give you what it is. So, oh, this is funny now. I was gonna say to you, I feel like he's laughing about some of the bad habits that he had, like belching and stuff like this, and he's saying it's funny because he's one of your guides, even though he's not real elegant, that kind of thing. I am working through my remaining life purpose by helping you with your life purpose. It's a vicarious way for me to fulfill my destiny as you fulfill your own. Please know that I'd never interfere with your free will choices, although it's admittedly difficult at times to sit on the sidelines and watch you make choices that I, if I were asked, would have advised you to make differently. As one of your spirit guides, my role is to simply love you. All of the love that you receive from your many angels and guides is your shield that safeguards you in the face of stress and fear. Our collective love is healing, guiding, and protective. And you know that you can call upon me or any of your angels or guides for assistance or comfort. We are always here for you. I love that. I feel he has shown up and I'm excited for him to be a guide. Absolutely, Tina. 100%. And was he in the military? Was he in the service, honey? I feel how it was important. Like he taught you to fold your bed, tuck this, tuck that, make it this way. This is proper. He's giving me that, and then it makes me think, oh, are you in the military? And I can see some kind of I don't know. Uniform or badges or whatnot. And if that's not your dad, it's definitely up that family tree, something like this. But I can feel how he liked the house kept very clean, neat and clean, very nice, like especially the bed. What's in your bedroom, honey? Do you have his memory in your bedroom? Because he really wants to take me in there, Tina. Yes, in the service, but I don't think he taught us anything like that. That's fine with me. I get the service. He's in the bed. Were you making your bed earlier then? Because he's taking me into your bedroom. That's where I'm at with the folding in the corners and this and that. Like, what is this? He didn't teach you this, but were you doing this today or recently? Because he won't take he's giving it to me. He's really strongly. Like I'm still around. I still pop in, you know, this kind of thing. Or maybe it's the opposite, like her she could stand and make her bed, that kind of thing. Take that where it lands, honey. It is what it is, but I'm excited that he is a guide to you, and he absolutely supports you in your bravery and courage for stepping into the trip that you're going on. And I feel he wants me to say that it's, oh, you don't sleep in your bed. Okay, then that's what it is. He's referring to your bed. Okay. No wonder he must know this then. Yeah, her bed. That's hilarious. So I want to say, oh goodness, what was that? Oh, yes. He was saying that it feels like in your mind and in your heart, what you have ahead of you looks to be a whole heck of a lot more nerve wracking, intimidating than it really is going to be. Like you said, I'm afraid they're going to explode, but that doesn't mean that they're going to. So let's call in spirit now and say, hey, spirit, let's just smooth the path ahead for Tina. She could use some divine intervention. Amen. Thank you, Spirit. Angels, please step in because Tina's heart is already, in a certain place right now. And she could use whatever comfort, whatever healing, whatever support, whatever energies that you could expend to smooth things out for her as she goes forward for the next big thing next month, right? And between now and then, dad says he's with you. Don't you worry, girl. Oh boy. And your mom, is your mom also in spirit? Because now he's pinging my ribs, and that always means to me like Adam and Eve's rib, the partner, my partner. So is mother in spirit as well, Tina? I feel like she would like to come forward. Huh. Now those siblings, are they dad's separate kids or are they mom and dad's kids? Because she's like, oh, you know how they are. Oh, you know how they are. Mom says you were never like everyone else in a good way. You are different. You're special. You see the world differently. You experience things differently. You express yourself different. You've had a whole different life path. And it has been, maybe off the beaten path from the siblings that, you have. However, we are all one family. Thank you for that. Yeah, she's like, you know how they are. You know how they are. But she's telling me right now, even in the younger days, Tina went off on her own. Tina likes to do her own certain thing. And that hasn't really changed in your adulthood. So, really, she's saying, what are you fretting about? You are all one family. And when you get together, it's going to be just that. So, be stepping in, expecting a happy reunion, to hug each other with gratitude at who you still have left. And know that when you're all there and gathered, mom and dad and everyone else from the family tree and beyond will be showing up in support of all the beautiful, loving energy that will be shared there. That is what they want me to say. The beautiful, loving energy that will be shared there. They say, yes, people get ugly around passing and this kind of thing. However, the beautiful, loving energy is going to be apparent, Tina. So don't fret and don't worry. It's going to be a beautiful time, as good as can be expected considering the circumstances. They haven't talked to me in 2 years, and mom and dad are both saying they're going to be excited to see you. They're going to go, wow, look how long your hair is. Oh my God, you look great. What have you been up to? It's going to be a happy reunion. Thank you for that. So, mom and dad, I'm going to leave all of their love with you, Tina. All of their love with you. Thank you for letting me connect for you. I feel like I'm not included or involved. Include yourself, girl. Plug in now. You don't have to wait. Send a message. I didn't get a card from your mom. Send a message. You don't have to wait. Now I've got a card from your mom. You better not leave, Tina. I ain't done with you yet. Check this out. I am standing right next to you. And as I read that, all of a sudden my stomach is a little flip floppy. Tina, have you got an upset stomach today, darling? Mom is standing right next to you. As you're hearing these words, so am I, because I'm right beside you at this moment. I do respect your privacy and free will choices very much. If you'd like me to give you some space, just say the word and I'll retreat. But for as long as my presence comforts you, I'll stay nearby. Time is very different where I am now, so I'm no longer in a hurry, nor do I need to multitask. I love when you talk with me, and I hope you trust the answers that I send to you through your feelings, intuition, thoughts, and dreams. Our relationship can become even closer now because my old ego defenses aren't as strong as they used to be. I've finally opened my heart fully, and now I can love you as you deserve to be loved. Oh, Tina, I think upset stomach my whole life, and I've been focused on healing at the source. Yes, mom, let me know that as she stood next to you, that your stomach was upset. That how could I possibly know that? But mom is like, I'm standing right beside her. She's got an upset stomach, man. She's been dealing with this. And I want to say to you, honey, your mom lets me know that you are so beautiful and so striking. And the women of the family typically were. And there was an aspect of competition, if you will, that she does not feel proud of. Okay, and I want you to know that that she never ever meant to make you feel inferior to her in any way. And if she did, it's because she felt that you were surpassing her in many ways. So, Tina, I leave that with you, especially like growing up, becoming a young lady. Um, she says, that she just wants to extend remorse and love for the beautiful person that you have always been. And she has never nor ever should have been in any competition with you. Unfortunately, we may do that kind of thing as our human ego attempts to, protect us, depending on how we cope in life. It's not always the best way. There are two bald eagles in my neighborhood. Are they showing up in them? Yes, they're saying yes. My heart skipped the beat. Yes, that's us. And it's not necessarily that they embody the eagles and fly over to you and then like disappear into thin air. However, we are spiritual in nature, and they can influence the energy with the animal and guide them to do this, that, the other thing. So yes, absolutely, they can show up for you in that way, and you perceive mom and dad, because that's exactly who it is that is saying hello from heaven to you. You confirmed that I felt that emotion from her the other day. I believe that. I absolutely believe that, Tina, with her standing right next to you and telling me you had a stomach ache. I almost asked if that was mom's stomach ache that potentially you were picking up on as well. So mom might have had tummy issues in life, and that's a part of her energetic signature, a part of her pattern. And you may pick that up when she's with you even more deeply. However, I know we're speaking physical sensation, but emotions go hand in hand. Same thing. Yes, you are tapping in with mom, and they are most definitely in sync and in tune with you. You are very in alignment with that. It's your own overthinking and your own guilty conscience, if you will, that somehow makes you fear holding it as such a heavy truth. That's why you want my validation. I'm sorry to say that, but they want me to say that. Will they stay in nest? I can't say yes on that one. I feel like there are definitely signs for you. I don't feel like at this time, and it has something to do with the weather. I'll just say that. So that's what I feel. That's what I feel. Tina, you sweetheart. Thank you for letting me connect for you. And I'm going to go ahead and leave all of their love once again with you and disconnect. Thanks, guys. Mom and dad showing up for Tina. All right. Wow. Okay, so who sent a donation? I've got a couple donations here, and I want to make sure that I read for the right people. You're welcome, Tina. Sending love to you, honey. Chanda, Ingalls, yes. And Lorraine, yes. Chanda and Lorraine, I would love to get you guys a message for certain. Yeah, I'm not sure. Sometimes the stars is active and sometimes it's not. And honestly, people have been more so sending donations into the Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal because the stars, they're charging more for them now. So you guys pay like double, and you're only able to send like half of what you're purchasing. So I understand that it can be a cost, and so thank you for everything that you guys send. I do appreciate it. My mom just passed, Shanda. Okay. Sending you love, sweetheart. Chanda, I'm going to go ahead and connect in with your energy, okay? And I'm going to do my best to shift my attention to the spirit world. Now, did your mom have like a throat cancer or a condition with her throat? Because right away I'm going into my throat, but I want to say I've got to ask you these questions and you can help connect the dots, because when I open the doorway to spirit, I can't tell you which past loved one is going to decide to come through first. So I'm asking for your mom, and that's why I must give you what it is that I'm receiving. And you can say, yes, my mom had that, or no, it sounds like my uncle or somebody else, who knows. So right away, I'm in my throat, Chanda. So I need to know if this connects with mom. Mm. Wow. And okay, she was complaining of a sore throat, but it wasn't cancer. Thank you for the validation on the sore throat. That's fine. It doesn't have to be cancer. As I was feeling into the throat, it was kind of creeping up into my brain here. And that feels like a stroke or potentially some kind of a brain condition. Um, did she suffer a stroke that she potentially survived? Otherwise, yeah, it kind of, that pain kind of came up into my brain, and that's where I received my stroke, my sign for stroke, or a brain condition or something. Danielle, I love your support. That's awesome. Come on in, darling. Wow. Okay. So I'm into my heart with her as well. So this could have also been a heart attack, heart condition. Maybe she ended up having multiple issues. I appreciate all the validations. We're not going to linger with this because I'll tell you what, honey, now I see her sitting in a rocking chair with pets all over her lap. Pets, a heart attack, and a lung clot. Thank you so much for the validation on the heart attack. And now I see her sitting not in a regular walk. It's like a glider rocking chair. The ones that go like this. It's like maybe tan with like the nice little armrest, and she has pets in spirit who, passed during her life, that loved her, that she loved, that she cared for, and they are just piled up on top of her. She is so excited. I'm telling you what. So was your mother a pet person, Chanda? I feel a dog in particular that was so special to her that she was able to reunite with her pup in spirit. Oh my gosh. And how it just made her heart explode. Boston Terriers, I got goosebumps from head to toe right now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the validation. She has them all over her, and she is just happy to be under the mountain of puppies that she just loves so dearly in life, honey. Oh my gosh, I've got goosebumps from head to toe. Now, do you still have a dog like that? Oh, dang. Okay, so now she's bringing to my attention that maybe people were not always happy for her to have all the animals, huh? Did someone give her a problem about that at some point? You have Georgies, and you love your babies just as much. Little ankle biters, she says. How funny. Hi, Pam. Good to see you, honey. Chanda. She's mentioning a litter of puppies, and maybe some of them didn't make it. And how those puppies just go right on back to heaven where she's at. She gets to just have them right back again. I see like newborn puppies, like still have the umbilical cords. And I have a card for you, darling, and I'm going to read it from the book because she knows exactly what it says. And I know she's like, what? She wants me to talk about the animals, yes. But honey, she knows how hard this is for you. And speaking about the pets and the animals is a little more lighthearted because your heart is heavy, hon. You're grieving. And she knows this. She knows this. And she says that there's a whole heck of a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. And you're doing great. You are keeping a level head about things, and you are keeping a calm heart about things. Wow. She had adopted a rescue mill dog and saved it. Got it. So that is the problem around that whole issue around the dog. Wow. Beautiful story. She was definitely an advocate for animals. I'll tell you, I can just feel it in her blood, how she really loved animals, but she really loved you and loves you still because she lives on and she is still who she has always been. Thank you, God. Right. And has never left you. Only her body expired. And eventually, all of our bodies have to go sometime. So please know that mom is still very present in your life. She loves you very, very much. She supports you and the grandkids and everything else that's going on. And I want to get you this card here. I have no more earthly worries. And look at these sunflowers here. She says that you talk to her when the sun is like that. Like when the sun is going down or the sun is just coming up, wherever this is, right? You talk to her and you see the skyline. You speak to the heavens when you're talking to her. She hears you even when you don't say a word. She wants to say that. You don't have to be outside. You don't have to be looking up at the sky. You don't have to have your hands in this prayer position. She can hear you when you're on the toilet. In your heart of hearts, when you don't say a word out loud. If you're talking to her, she wants you to know. Oh, she wants you to know. And she says, sometimes we all have crazy thoughts, but crazy thoughts come and go, okay? I have to be honest with you. Life was very stressful for me. I probably should have been more open and forthcoming about my feelings because I held them in most of the time. And that was damaging for me physically and emotionally. I will admit to you now that I was deeply afraid during my life. I was afraid that you and others wouldn't love me if you knew who I truly was. I felt like I was deeply flawed and I didn't want you to know. Wow, she's bringing me to a certain laugh that was too loud and obnoxious, so she would tone it down. She's bringing me to a couple of bad teeth that she might have had, so she wanted to cover her mouth when she laughed. These ways that she felt very flawed. Now that I'm here, though, everything's turned in a completely new direction. I now see that I had nothing wrong with me except my belief that I was flawed. And that belief caused me to act in ways that were hurtful to myself and to others, including you. I apologize for hurting you. I thank God that I have no more earthly worries and I can now express myself fully to you as I truly am. Now that I'm no longer concerned about others' judgments and I don't have to stress about money, work, or day-to-day life, I am completely carefree. She had dentures at a young age. Thank you, Chanda, for the validation. How could I know any of this? She tells me this. And I bet you in life she wouldn't have told nobody this, okay? But now that she's passed on, she brings it to me to give to you so that you will know that she still loves you, even from heaven, even from the other side. Love never dies, honey, and she will look over you and your little ones as you move through your life in her honor, right? You're going to live life to the fullest to honor mom's memory. You're going to do your best so that she can see you succeed. That is all she wants for you and yours. And she's speaking of a birthday party now. She says, I'll be at the birthday party. So it seems like maybe you're having a birthday here coming up pretty quick. She just threw that in for you, Chanda. She will most definitely be present with everyone, okay? And I'm going to leave all of her love with you, darling. Thank you so much for letting me connect for you and your mother today. Oh, she passed right after her great-grandson was born. Little sweetheart. And she will oversee all the future generations. She vows that. You're welcome. You're welcome. Lorraine, did you have a request, honey? Wow, we were talking about his birthday party today. It will be on Halloween. Holy smokes, Shanna, I can't make that up. She says, I'll be there. Don't you worry, I'll be there. She knows you've been speaking about that birthday party. Oh boy, that is fantastic evidence and validation for you. Your mother lives on, just like all of our past loved ones live on, just like we will live on too, whenever it's our time, many, many years from now. Right, friends? Thank you. Awesome. Lorraine, my sweetheart, I have a big decision to make. Anything? Yes, ma'am. Let's do this. Thank you, Chanda's mom, for being so awesome. And I'm sending love to you, honey. I'm going to add you to my prayer list, you and your family, because a loss is never easy, especially when it's fresh, you know? Lorraine. You have a big decision to make? This is interesting. So on the one hand, you have healthy boundaries here, kind of going it alone. Okay, so Lorraine, not sure what your decision is, but you know what your decision is, and I trust Spirit to speak to you in whatever way you need. Okay, we don't all need to know your business, but I trust Spirit to speak to your heart. So, on the one hand, we've got the Seven of Wands here, which represents standing your ground, and asserting your healthy boundaries, and in fact, ignoring any non-supporters or naysayers that might have something to say in respect. Okay, do you see her? She is in the lotus position. You don't have to be. However, she is divinely protected in this bubble. Her hands are in prayer position. Her eyes are closed. Her face is turned away. She doesn't care if they're pointing at her. She doesn't care what they have to say. Should I move? Okay, so I do love that. However, on the other hand, you also have this Three of Cups. So this is a peer supportive network. Okay, so these are the first two cards that fell for you. I do feel like you'll move, period. I kind of feel like, where's this going to be at? And I'll say, like, I kind of feel like this is stay, because where you're at right now, you're somewhat guarded, right? Okay. You have to kind of stand your ground and ignore things that would naturally bother you, if you will, to take the high road. That's kind of what I feel here with this card. Okay. But maybe if you're moving, making sure that it is in some kind of an area, my sis is my support. Might this be the sis right here? You know, we're going to just jump from this to this temporarily before the next big whatever that is, right? Okay. Or maybe you're just bouncing ideas off, sis. Whatever that is, that's great. Three of Cups is a peer support network who want others to succeed. There's no competition. There's no jealousy. Sweetheart, I love this reading for you, and I'm glad you're following me. So guarded or supported. Okay, those are different options. And after that, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, you've got the Ten of Pentacles, and you've got the King of Swords. All right, so these three fell together. Now, this means the ball is in your court, and you literally hold the power in your hands to take your money and take yourself and take your ideas and go put roots down wherever in the heck you want to. This is a new beginning, and you get to decide, okay? And you also get to decide who's in your supportive network, who's included in your home, and what their role is. And this is also about a healthy boundary and supportive network around finances and other responsibilities that encourage everybody to be on the same page and to pull their weight. Now, if it's just you, then that's pretty easy to figure out, right? However, if you decide to include the supportive network in your new home in the style that you would like to, that is up to you. And there are rules and there are standards, and this is all in your hands, okay? And it's totally up to you. The King of Swords here is the master of his own destiny. He has mastered his thoughts. He knows what his vision is. He's experienced enough not to wig out if things don't seem to go according to plan, because he knows that in the grand scheme of things, he will achieve the goal in life that he desires. And I tell you this, sweetheart, the goal that you desire is not unreasonable. Spirit wants that to land with you. It's not unreasonable to desire a peaceful, harmonious, supportive household. I feel it too, babe. And I want to say this, on the one hand, I say and stand my ground and feel attacked, right? On the other hand, I go spend a few nights at my sister's house and kind of clear my head and regroup, right? And see how I feel. See how I feel because I know I'm safe and I'm valued and I'm protected there, right? Then you can kind of let this down a little bit and you'll begin to see things more clearly. You really will. When you can breathe more freely, you can see things more clearly. And you realize that just because you happen to have something like this doesn't mean you have to keep this and you're stuck with this. Okay. If this isn't working for Lorraine, Lorraine is able to say, you know what? That whole mix isn't working. So I'm going to remove myself from it and create my own thing over here. That's okay because the power is in your hands. It's about taking that first step. And that first step can be the most challenging, but it's also the most rewarding. Lorraine, that's what I have for you, sweetheart. Permission and support and encouragement from your divine spirit team who walk this path with you. So speak to them in your heart of hearts and ask them to assist you and strengthen you and embolden you to take whatever actions are necessary for your greatest and highest good. They will assist you. I feel Archangel Michael very present in your field. So if you need to call on him by name, do that in your heart of hearts and know that he's right there to give you a boost of whatever you need. Okay, or maybe to distance or cut away whatever you need. Even emotionally and energetically, even if you're in physical proximity, you ask him to step in and separate your energies, that can really help separate that emotional dissonance or turmoil that you may be experiencing as you are an empath and you're reacting to people or other things going on in your environment, Lorraine. Sending love to you, babe. And I want to say that no matter what you do, you're not going to make the wrong choice. Spirit wants to say that. I always thought Archangel Michael was around. Chills again. See, that's Archangel Michael giving you those chills. Like, yep, here I am. You knew it. And she said it. It's awesome when it comes from an outside source, right? And you can validate that for you, Lorraine. So I want to say that there are no wrong answers and choices. Good night, you guys. Thank you. It was fantastic. You guys are the best. Luke and Paul, good night. Lorraine, there are no wrong choices. Every experience and avenue explored holds deep value to the divine and to your soul's growth and evolution. So sometimes we make decisions that throw us into some kind of a loop or pattern, and we go, what the heck? Why did I choose this? How did I find myself here? There are no wrong answers, and whatever you experienced is of divine importance. And Spirit says that to take the pressure off yourself, to decide what feels right at the right time. And then you'll know, okay? Until then, leave it up to God. Leave it up to Spirit, Lorraine. Leave it up to the universe to work out all the kinks and the details. You don't have to fight so hard. You don't have to try so hard. But girl, if it is the obvious right answer, listen and do it, okay? That's what it is. Spirit can make it very easy and simple for you to get brave and do what you know is right. So allow that. Thank you, God. You're welcome, honey. I love you. Fellow Virgo. Cindy Woodside. Cindy Woodside. I'm going to grab the spiritually selected deck here for you, Cindy. Getting late over here on Saturday night. Poor Luke and Paul, Sunday morning for them. Ooh, I knew it. I'm going to go ahead and get a playing card to clarify this because I want more information because I'm nosy. Cindy's a Virgo too. No wonder. I'm jumping from Virgo to Virgo. Look at this. Pam's a Virgo. She's like me next. I can't be discriminative. That wouldn't be right. Happenstance is what it is. Cindy. So let's clarify this, Spirit, for Cindy, please. What is the clarification? All right. Excellent message, Cindy. The first card you have is number 84, self-discipline. This is not the time to procrastinate, but to be an active participant in your growth and expansion. Self-discipline is needed now. You can do this. Woo! Love that. Now, I want to say the card to clarify here is the Jack of Spades. So, the Jack of Spades speaks about the vision for your life, maybe making a quick decision to jump into something that you decide, oh, this is a great idea. I'm going to just commit to this real quick. And then you go, wow, this is a huge commitment. I didn't realize that there was so much involved in this. Okay. However, Spirit is saying, Cindy, if you're going to open a can of whatever it is, that you're going to finish the can, right? Because that's who you are, Virgo. You're going to go ahead and tackle that stuff, but self-discipline is necessary. Self-discipline is so necessary. Okay. You've got to get on a schedule and a routine. Consistency is your friend. Okay. Because, you can run uphill as fast as you can, but the time that you take to breathe and recover is going to slow your progress as a whole. Okay. So Spirit is saying short and sweet, slow and steady, bite-sized this or that. If you're implementing some kind of a new routine that seems like way too much for you, try to bite off as much as you can chew in moderation and be consistent about it. And don't, because when you try to do too much, Cindy, Spirit wants me to say something about just like diving in head first. Like, look, I'm like this too. Okay. But when you try to do too much, you can, really diminish yourself. Okay. So just doing a measured amount to keep a sustainable progress and growth is what Spirit is encouraging here, so that you can continue to support what you're building for yourself. And it truly is going to take you great places with this Jack of Spades. This is also the Knight of Swords in tarot. And that speaks to like momentum and progress, and things can really happen fast in a wonderful way. However, this discipline is going to be what keeps it sustainable for you. All right. Cindy, keep stepping on the good path and celebrate all the positive victories that you find, great and small, great and small. You worry lots. Give your worries to Spirit. Oh boy. Spirit wants me to say this right now. Did you know that we are manifesting in every moment? Okay. Manifesting is creating your future. Hello. So, with the law of attraction, which is absolutely real, okay, the law of attraction never ever sleeps, not even when we do. And we are manifesting our future and our tomorrow in every moment. So, what you believe is true, what you think about, what you feel, and what you do all adds up to the energetic frequency that you are emitting, okay? And that frequency is consistently sending a signal that is calling in more of the same. So, when we are worrying around and spinning on that, we're calling in more things that we need to worry about, or we're anchoring into reality, that manifestation coming to pass. I don't want to say this. I feel like a total jerk when I say this, but you have to know. You have to know, so that you can avoid these pitfalls. When we get into that trap of worry, it could potentially cause it to really happen. Okay, so we pull away from those worry patterns. We say, I'm worried about something. God, step in. I'm worried about this. And I think the best resolution could possibly be this amazing result. And then I'm going to leave it to you, Spirit, because you know what is best. Okay, and then I'm going to leave it up into God's hands with that positive light, okay, and not sit in the worry, because then kaboom, and then we go, I knew that wasn't going to turn out good. Well, how long did you sit there worrying about it, predicting it, saying it, feeling it, potentially manifesting and creating that result? I'm sorry, I don't want to say this, but you are so incredibly powerful. So pay more attention to what you're giving your power to. I got chills. Cindy and others. It wasn't just her. Several. Take that, please. And improve your life. You want to spend time thinking about positive outcomes, your goals, your hopes, your dreams. And when that ain't the thing, filling your heart with joy, doing things that you enjoy, okay? This boosts your vibration and manifests more of the same. When you take time to stop and enjoy life, that tells life that that is what you enjoy doing. So please give me more things to stop and enjoy. Please give me more things to be grateful for, because I enjoy being grateful for all of the things that I already have, right? Thank you. Thank you, Spirit, for being in the house with us. Whew. Aw, good night, Lorraine. I love you, lady. I believe in you. I really do, honey. And I'm going to add you to my prayer list as well. Let's see. So I'm going to get us a group pick a card message from my own numbers from the universe. We're going to have 4 of these. So if you would like one of my numbers from the universe, let's see what it is. Pick your message. 1, 2, 3, or 4. We're going to have 4. That's 1. I get it, Lorraine. I'm about to go put the jammies too, man. That's 2. Super Bowl tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait. Although my team's not in the bowl, but I do have some bets on the line, if you will. I got some squares. I've got some squares, and I know that it's going to turn out just right. So there is 3 and 4. Carol, stick around. All right. Carol Iverson, stick around. I've wanted to catch you a few times, but somehow we've missed each other. Let me do these 4 quick messages, Carol, and I would love to get you a Talking to Heaven card from your brother. Oh boy, I'm not saying nothing about that. I wish they could both lose, I'll be honest. They're playing in our stadium. Okay. But enough about the Super Bowl. This is the different, okay? So if you were drawn to pick a card from my numbers from the universe deck and you were drawn to pick the first one, the card is number 888. I love this. You have transformed your vibration and held the frequency. That's pretty impressive. All you are manifesting, it's on its way to you right now. Smile. 888. How awesome. Number 1. So you have transformed your vibration. That means you've raised your vibe, right? You've anchored in this frequency and held it. And that is bringing in your manifestations. We were just talking about this. So 888, number 1. If you were trying to pick this card, this is awesome. Great job. Oh no, Lorraine. Bummer. I know it. I am thinking the same thing. Like I had better be able to see this game. If you were trying to pick card number 2 here, the card number is 005. Old solutions will not solve current problems. You must think outside the box and be ready to take action. Okay, so that means the universe supports the changes that you need to make in order to solve some of the problems or issues that you have in your life. However, the same old way is not going to take care of it. So you've got to be willing to step outside your comfort zone or to think outside the box with resolution to this area. And it does say be ready to take action. So you may not have the answer right now. However, tomorrow something might just open up and appear for you. And Spirit is saying be ready. If you want real resolution, be ready to actually implement it when you see it there. Hi, Nancy. Good to see you, darling. And for those who were drawn to pick card number 3 from my numbers from the universe, the number is 317. The positive choices you have made have instilled you with self-confidence. Be proud of yourself. I love this. I almost feel a black sheep vibe to this, kind of like I am who I am, and this is what it is. And if you accept me, you do. And if you don't, that's just fine. And I will tell you, the world needs more of this. People who are not afraid to be themselves authentically, even if their family doesn't approve, even if it's not like everyone else in my town or at work or who I used to be. Okay, the world needs your authenticity. The choices that you've made to better yourself and your life are huge. So be proud of yourself. Number 3, beautiful message. Hi, Anastasia. Aloha, darling. If you were drawn to pick card number 4, the number is 147. You have everything you need inside of you to achieve the life you desire. Stay true to yourself and your purpose. Number 4, lovingness. You have everything you need inside of you. That means you're not going to find the life that you desire from your husband or your mom or your best friend who wants to give you all the great advice. Okay. You are the one who can achieve the life because you're the one who truly desires it from within. Stay true to yourself and your desires, and that's how you anchor them into your life. And you find that you are living a life that you enjoy living and not just a life that is there. Okay. Number 4. So I want to say to you, if you feel drawn to incorporate something new in your life, to make a change, to lean into this direction or branch out in a different way, listen to that calling. It will continue to get louder and urge you more strongly until you do. And you'll be grateful that you did listen, because there are blessings hidden behind that for you. If you'll just open up to something like that, I'm telling you, it's not someone else's direction. It's your inner urge or calling or draw in a direction. So pay attention. Number 4. Beautiful messages there. I love that for everyone. Thank you. Totally awesome. Carol, I'm going to get a message from your brother, you sweetheart. I've wanted to catch you a couple of times. I've seen you on the replay and I went, shucks, next time. And then, oh no, shucks, next time. And here you are, and I can't let you go. All right, let's do this. Carol Iverson. Oh, okay. Carol. Message from your brother. Would this have been a younger brother? I feel like you really mothered him in a lot of ways. That's why I asked this. I feel like you just really took care of him in a lot of ways. And his heart was so soft toward you. He was older than your own. Okay, but did you mother him? He was older than you. I can understand that. Okay. But I feel like he looked up to you. And you were smart and wise and caring and kind. And you were able to care for him. Even if he was older, doesn't matter. I was there when he was sick. Okay. So you were able to care for him or check in on him and be there for him when he was sick. Okay. So that's whoop, what it was. I dropped the book. My bad. So let's go there. Hmm. Okay. So I'm feeling like I'm sensing around this, Carol, and I can see how you're saying you were there when he was sick, and I can see how he's in a bed, like maybe a hospice kind of a situation. Like an end of life kind of care. And I can see how it was maybe a concern that he couldn't breathe, or that he was choking while he was breathing. He's giving me like a burning in my nose, like almost like there was fluid in his lungs that would come out or something. It was kind of challenging for him. However, I want to say to you, I feel like he went to sleep and just didn't wake up. He just slipped right away. You know what I mean? This is how I feel here with him, is that he, and I want to say he was in the hospital, yes, but laying in a hospital bed, thank you, in kind of an end of life, at the end of his life, yes. And I feel like breathing was a concern. I can feel like the throat and the nose, like my airways burn, almost like there's water in my lungs, like as if I've been under the water or something. That's kind of what I feel here. So I feel like breathing was an issue while he was in the hospital as well. However, I feel like he just went to sleep. He just went to sleep and just drifted right away. and there is no more pain, and there is no more suffering, and there's no more struggling to breathe, and there's no more concerns, no more very bright lights in his eyes, because I can feel how he was quite sensitive to that kind of thing, maybe there towards the end there, maybe even in particular. Those bright, what are those lights, I don't know, the neon lights, lumen, I don't know what they are. What are they? Certain lights that people can become sensitive to. That's what I feel, a sensitivity there. And this might actually be you, Carol. Do you have a sensitivity to light now? Night blindness while you're driving? Fluorescent. Yes, that's what I meant. Thank you, Tina. Oh, he was waiting on a liver transplant. They found cancer in his lungs. He fought in Vietnam. Oh, sweetheart. Sweetheart. So that was the cancer in the lungs there. That whole burning and everything. Wow, that's just so heart-wrenching. I do want to say, where was I with that? Oh, you. There's a delay in the comments, honey. But I do feel, do you have night, like, a sensitivity? Yes, I hate driving at night. He's telling me that. He's telling me that you won't drive at night, or when you do, it's like a real, you're on top of it because like the lights and the glare and the roads and everything else. And he's like, I ride with her. If she does have to, I ride with her. But even otherwise, he rides with you in the car. He says you speak to him, maybe inside in your heart while you're driving. Maybe at times you even cry while you're driving, because it's a safe place for you to do that. Okay. But he lets me know that he pops in with you, and he does understand that you don't feel comfortable driving at night. And in the rare instance that you have to, he's riding shotgun, baby. You better believe it, to make sure that everything's okay. So let me give you this card now. It fell on the ground for you. I feel healthy and happy. Thank you, God, right? Thank you, God. I can now do amazing things I never dreamed were possible. And it feels like I'm doing them in a physical body, except I'm so much lighter, freer, and more flexible. So I can do acrobatics if I want. I can fly. I can jump as high as a mountain, and I can move instantly between locations. It is magical here. The main thing that I want to emphasize to you, though, is that all of the aches and pains and suffering went away with my physical body. I can breathe, see, and walk like a healthy young person now. All the limitations of a physical body are gone, and I'm enjoying my spiritual body. I also see how I could have taken better care of myself physically and enjoyed better health. And I hope that you'll take this to heart too. After all, we only get one physical body per lifetime, and it is built to last a lifetime if we take care of it. That is what I have for you, Carol, from your brother who loves you and looks out for you and rides in your car. Still, this car is just looking at me there and not just crazy. That car card. Thank you. Thank you. I am going to leave all of his love, Carol, with you, darling. Thank you for letting me bring him in. And I don't know what you're indicating. He's wanting to hang on and just say something else, but I don't know what else he would say. All of his love goes with you, Carol, and he knows what you're up to here now and today. He keeps wanting to say something about a baby high chair, which is really weird. I'm not sure how that connects, but maybe you know how that connects. A baby high chair. He's giving that to me to give to you. Let me see. Tina, yes. Ask angels for protection when you drive. Beautiful. Always ask the angels for anything you ever need, because they would love to intervene and assist and help us and guide us, but they will not force their help because we all have free will. So we've got to say, hey, angels, where are you? Step in with me and assist me and guide me and make my life magical and beautiful. And they're like, oh, sure. All right. Thanks. Thanks for calling us. Thanks for activating us. This is great. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. We already did the group messages. I gave Carol that last one because I felt like she needed it, man. And Carol, I send you love, girl. I send you so much love. And everyone else, I thank you. And I will be live on Monday for zodiac readings, all of the zodiac signs by element. And until then, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Bye, guys.